To accept the gift of life means to walk the road towards death. So on a factual basis, you could actually say, so far, everybody who lives dies. But on a mythological, on the mythos side, what you say is, die before you die, for in that way you will truly live. So wait a minute, I thought death meant the end. No. There's little d death and there's big D death. Big D death is when you come to the end of the road and you've done it. You've done it well, you've done it poorly, whatever. You're out of rope, you're out of string, you're out of thread, you're out of cord. You know, it's about to end. That's big D death. But in the meantime, on the way to that big D death, we're supposed to die a bunch of little d deaths. And the little d deaths could be called, if you want to get psychological, the death of the ego. The ego, by the way, you know, is a little bit of a makeshift thing that's supposed to get us through childhood and out of the house. And after that, it's not that good, you know. I mean, it's secretly it's scared and it's, you know, more or less pretentious. I'm not with those that say get rid of the ego because it knows where the car keys are, but it doesn't know where it's supposed to go. And so the ego has to die, and that's called little d death. And when the ego dies a little bit, when we accept the fact of failure or the fact of our own kind of frailty or our own cruelty or whatever it is that we have to accept, in those little deaths we find that deeper part of ourselves that is capable of growing. And through surviving those little deaths, a person gets more prepared to face big D death when it shows up. Am I making sense? Yes. And so with the world the way it is now, there's lots of opportunities to have these little deaths because there is so much radical change and so much uncertainty and so much disturbance that the mythos side of it, which would be die before you die, is the way to go. And this is something that Rumi says. In order to understand the actual drama of the world we're in every instant there is a dying and a coming back around. The poets say, this world is a moment, a pouring forth that refreshes and renews itself so rapidly that it seems continuous. Just as a burning stick taken from the fire looks like a golden wire when you swirl it in the air. In that way, we feel duration in time as a string of sparks of awakening. But secretly, it's disappearing and renewing in a continuous way. Why is that meaningful? You look at a part of the world that goes on fire, or suddenly there's a devastation, whether it comes through natural causes or it comes through human interaction or human destruction, and it seems like it's nothing but the end, but actually, in a way, it comes back again. I think we have to start voting for it coming back, acting for it renewing.